You're fairly familiar with the TDS and the TCS tax deductions which happen. We have now, from, let us say, tomorrow till 31st March 2021, reduced the TDS rates and the TCS rates by 25% of the existing rate. So if the existing rate is 100, it will be reduced by 25%. This shall apply to all payments, if they are payment for contracts or professional fees or interest or rent or dividend or commission or brokerage. All of these will be eligible for this 25% rate reduction. Through this, and as I said, this will be coming into force from tomorrow and last till March 31st, 2021. And this reduction we think will release nearly 50,000 crores in the hands of the people who otherwise would have paid it as TDS. This reduction alone is going to give 50,000 crores back to the people, in the sense it will be in their hands rather than coming in as payment of taxation. Set of dates which are getting extended for direct tax, some of the measures that we are taking. All pending refunds to charitable trusts and non-corporate businesses and professions, including that of proprietorship, partnership, LLP and cooperatives, shall be issued immediately. I did mention at the beginning that we have already refunded quite a lot of refunds which were either 5 lakhs or lesser to individuals who waited for their refund for a long time, and through that nearly 14 lakh people had benefited. Now we are saying that the pending refunds of all charitable trusts, non-corporate businesses, professions, proprietorships, partnerships, LLPs and cooperatives, many of whom can be very small. Many of these are in cooperative sectors, many are MSMEs, many are small partnerships. All their refunds will be given immediately, which will mean that they will get their due money. That's their money. They will get it back in their hands without any delay. Then the due date of all income tax returns for the year 2019-2020 are now being extended from 31st July 2020 and 31st October 2020 to 30th November 2020. And tax audits from 30 September 2020 is being changed to 31st October 2020. So that is a measure which will help people not to worry about how they are going to do their compliance. Will they be able to file their returns or not? So that is a step which we take. And the last one, which also is a taxation related measure, is the date of assessments getting barred, because assessment time gets barred with a certain date. We are conscious of it. We have taken cognizance of it. So we are saying date of assessments getting barred as on 30th September 2020 is now being extended to 31st December 2020. So 3 months extension is being given so that date of assessment doesn't get barred as of September 2020. It can wait till December 2020. And also those getting barred on 31st March 2021, we are saying this in advance. Those getting barred as of 31st March 2021 are being extended to 30th September 2021. They are clear now, again 6 months extension for those March. We are telling that in advance. 31st March 2021, which we are getting debarred, will now be moving over to 30th September 2021. And the last point that I would want to share with you all for this evening is, we've launched this Vivad Se Vishwas scheme for making payment, and there was a component that you had to pay 10% extra if it is beyond a certain date. Now, without any additional amount which is to be paid, in total, the whole Vivad Se Vishwas scheme is getting extended up to 31st December 2020. And for this extension, no extra payment is being asked. So the entire Vivad Se Vishwas moves over to 31st December 2020. You were aware during the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package, some measures were extended for the EPF. In that, we had said units which have 100 workers, 90% of whom are earning less than 15,000 rupees, will be able to draw from their EPF from the funds because they needed money in their hands. We have now, and for the 3 months, the payment of EPF also was given relaxation. What I would now like to say before you is a liquidity relief is being given for all EPF establishments. In this, 12% which is paid by the employer and 12% by the employee contribution. We extend the support which Government of India gave for another 3 months. We had given it for March, April, and May up to May 2020. The payments were made into their eligible accounts by Government of India for March, April, and May. Nearly 3.6 lakh establishments benefited from this. Liquidity relief of 2,500 crores to 72.22 lakh employees is now being proposed to be provided by extending this contribution for the next 3 months also. June, July, and August 2020, the EPF contribution will be paid by Government of India, and this shall provide 2,500 crore liquidity support. So what was given earlier for March, April, and May is now being extended for another 3 months, which will be June, July, and August, and therefore we shall be infusing 2,500 crore liquidity and 72.22 lakh employees will benefit from it. In order to provide more take-home salary for the employees and also to give relief to employers in the payment of PF for those which have not been covered under the earlier description, which is if you have 100 employees, 90% of whom are drawing less than 15,000, we announced a scheme earlier, which I'm extending for another 3 months. That's what was announced a minute ago. The second one in EPF now is the statutory PF contribution for those who are not covered in the earlier one is being reduced from 12% to 10%. So for the next 3 months, employers need to pay only 10% and not 12% so that they will have some more money in their hands. However, for the central public sector enterprises and for state PSUs, we will continue to pay 12%. So this reduction is not for the government. However, government employees government employer still pays 12%. But employees in these public sector undertakings will be given the advantage of paying only 10%. So a liquidity relief of 6,750 crores for both the employee and employer will be available for the next 3 months.